So today I'm going to be making some dried flower grapevine wreath. I have some 6-inch little ones right here. I have a pile over here I'll show you in a minute. But I'm going to make like 16 of these for our upcoming craft show that we're going to be doing it's next weekend. So like about a week and a half or so. So I was just going to maybe take you along if you're interested in seeing how I make dried flower little tiny 6-inch grapevine wreaths. So first step, we're gonna pull down some dried flowers that we want to use for our wreath. I know I want to use some of this broom corn, which I've only been using it in resin and other stuff. So this is my first time I'm gonna make a wreath for this year. So I'm definitely gonna get some broom corn. And this is kind of like a, I don't know, a brown. You can't see in this light. I'll show you better when we get over to the table. But I want to grab some broom corn. This is another color of broom corn. And I thought maybe these are super pokey. I don't know if I'm going to use these, but we'll bring them down with us just in case we do. And then I want to get a ton of straw flowers like that. So I'm going to grab a whole bunch of different colors of straw flower. See how much I can carry in my hand. Here's some more. So we could get status. Let's get some status. Status. Ageratum. Okay, my hands are full. Let's go put these on the table. We got ageratum. Lay it on the table. Status. Straws, a whole bunch of straw flower. Broom corn. And this stuff, I don't remember what it's called, Centuria. I don't think I'm going to use it because it's super pokey. So I'm just going to put that on the floor for now. Okay, we'll get some more. I'm gonna fill up our whole table right here. Scabiosa and straw flower. I saw some wreaths over here I wanted to grab. I think that'll look cool in a wreath, so we'll get that. There's some purple ageratum, I'll grab that. These amaranthus are really cool in a wreath, so let's get some of that. I don't know, maybe some more status. Status are pretty cool in a wreath. So, okay, let's see what we got, and then we'll go from there. This is what we pulled down so far, and then I'm gonna organize it by like an assembly line because it's easier, like what I would put in first, second, like that. So I'll probably start with this amaranthus stuff. So I'll put this over here, push all that over. We'll start here, amaranthus, and I grabbed another one too. It's a little bit different color, you probably can't tell from there, but then I'm thinking broom corn next. Let's do the broom corn after that. And then probably, we can do ageratum. Ageratum's next. Status. I kind of like straws at the end too. I did two kinds of celosia. Oh, the wreaths. Scabiosa, I don't know where we could put that. That's more ageratum. Gumfrina, put that in there. Status, more status. And then we'll just put all of our straws here at the end here. And then we'll leave this little area open so we can like make our wreath right here. Here's a close up so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So here's our table. I'm gonna do it down, the wreath down there. And then I'm just doing, you know, I'm gonna start here and kind of just basically make a little bouquet. And then tie it onto a wreath. Grab a pair of scissors and I go back through and I just go through and cut the rubber bands off of all the flowers, all the bunches. They're all nice and cut, so then I just kind of go back through and loosen them up a little bit so they're easier for me to grab. I haven't made a wreath in probably over a year, so this might be a little bit of a having my brain try to remember how to do this, so hopefully it'll be okay. So basically I just start with that first pile I had on my table, this amaranthus stuff, and I guess let's just start with 3 and see how this goes. I just stripped all the little leaves off of it, and then I'm gonna go to the next one, which is some broomcorn. So we'll just, you know, put a broomcorn in there. There's that reddish looking one, and then I don't like that one. I get really picky on what ones I use. And then let's do that one. It's like a different color. So that's kind of like, okay, I feel like that's like our base, you know? And then we kind of work from there. So this ageratum, just a tiny little purplish, we'll kind of just plug that in there, right there. Maybe we'll get like, I don't know, 3. I don't know, 3-ish. See what that looks like. Yeah, okay. There's 3. Let's just do 3 of each. I'm gonna bring this with me here. And then status, there's blue. There's blue status, which is kind of pretty. So we'll just kind of put that in there too. It might be too much. I don't want to do too much. Okay. And then we'll do some yellow status. I kind of have to get my hang of this because I haven't done it in a while. Okay, there's a little yellow in there. Maybe a little bit more yellow. Okay. And then what do we got? Celosia. Basically, it's just like you're making a bouquet, but they're dried. Liatris, I love this one. It's like a nice purple pop. Kind of losing where my back is. Not paying attention. Gumfrina, I guess we could use some gumfrina. That might look kind of cool. Some like red little gumfrina looking ones. And I'm only doing the little 6-inch, so I can't do too much or it's not going to fit on our wreath. It'll be too big. So now I'm just going to pop in a whole bunch of straw flowers. Those heads right there. Just different colors and stuff. We'll go all around. Kind of make it pretty. This one, see how that one's a little past bloom? I don't like it. I won't use any of that. If it's any somewhat like past bloomed or bloomed out, I won't use it. I just don't like that look. So, okay, so now, there, we got a little clump. I think it's okay. I think I'm gonna get better as I go though too. This is just our first one. Then, what I'm gonna do is I kind of be like, Is that good? Is that a good amount of flowers for the size of the wreath? Yeah, I think so, but I want to add some more down in here. I think some like more straw flower heads. I don't use the purple ones as much. Oh, I had this a still bee too. Maybe we'll put some of that in. That's kind of pretty. That still bee. These are very like earthy. They're turning out very earthy looking, which is kind of cool. I mean, I think this is the most earthiest dry flower bouquet or wreath I've ever made in my life. Usually they're like neon. They're so bright colored, so it's a little too much green. Okay, I feel like that's good. So I should have probably tied on my green wire before I started making a bouquet. I was just really excited. So let's put this down and I'll show you how I do my green wire tie on. All right, hopefully you can see this okay. But you just take like a little grapevine wreath, and then I use the, says floral wire 26 gauge. I've used different gauges. I think that just means the thickness. I'm not sure on that, but pretty much any green floral wire will work. So I just kind of figure out where I want to start it, and it doesn't really matter, but if there's like a lot of openings and stuff, I feel like I want to start it right here. So I just kind of, man, I haven't done this in like a year, so I hope I'm gonna do this right the first time. Yeah, it's all coming back to me. It's like riding a bike. So I'm gonna knot it like 2 or 3 times, just tie it in a knot. Just tying it in a knot, getting it started. I did it twice in a knot. Let's go one more time, just to make sure. And then once you get your knots kind of tied on there, then that little part, I just kind of wrap, around there. And then I just go through here like maybe 3 times. Yeah, 1, 2, and I'm pulling it tight. 2, 3. So it's tight now. So then when I go to put my flower bouquet on there, it's not gonna move, because it's secure. So I'm gonna lay this down. So our wreath is ready to go. And then here's our little bouquet that we made, our little wreath bouquet that we just made. And I'm gonna just lay the stems, right over where my wire is, like where I want to tie it, like if you're going to put a rubber band around it, like that. And you just kind of eyeball it, I guess. And then you take this again and you wrap it over and over and over until it's super tight. I don't know, I don't really do it like a certain amount of times. I just do it to where I feel like, okay, I'm good with that. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm like, oh yeah, that's not going nowhere. And then I give me a little bit of extra thingy, cut it, and then I kind of tie it off in the bottom. I'll give me a little slack, or in the back, I mean, and then I'll just loop it, under the other ones over and over and over. I'll just keep looping it under the other ones, a lot, so it's super secure and it won't, come undone. Loop it, go back through, loop it. You're just basically trying to get it extremely tight on there. I'll twist it, loop it, whatever I gotta do to keep it tight. Okay, that's good. And then there's a little extra right here. So I don't know if you can see it, probably not. I'll try to do it at a better angle too next time. So then, see all this extra? Then I just take my scissors, wherever I feel like I want to end it, and go chop. You can do it before you put it on the wreath. It's not a big deal. So there's that, and then we're gonna tie some burlap around it. Should have probably showed you from this angle because it's a lot brighter, sorry. So we got our wire on, our wreath, and then we just kind of top it off with some burlap so you don't see the green part, you know, so you don't see that. So I just take my burlap or jute rope string, and I lay the wreath on its back and tie a knot like that. And then we just keep, what I do, because I'm going to tie it off in the back, is see that, you know, that string that we just knotted on there. I try to keep that out so it doesn't get caught up in when I wrap it. So I'm going to try to keep that little part out. And I'm just going to keep going through here. You know, like that. So it covers all of my green wire, and it keeps it more secure, you know. And it looks, I think it looks cute. It's a burlap. It's kind of super like earthy and natural, you know. You could probably cut off. I've cut off the burlap before. Like, okay, I think this should be enough burlap. And then I'm not very good at like guesstimating, and it's usually not enough or too much. So I just keep the burlap all on the thing and just drop it through. It just works for me, but it's not like, you know, you don't have to do it that way. So, okay, I feel like that's enough. I feel like that's good. It's all covered, looks good. So then, and I kept my thing out. I like held that with my hand, and then I'm just gonna cut, you know, the rope off. And then our two pieces, I'm gonna tie together in like two or three knots. So it stays really secure. 1, 2, 3. And we could maybe clean this up a little bit and not have it so long. Let's do that. My scissors aren't that good. I need to get better scissors. Okay, so there, we got one done. It's pretty. All right, I'm gonna do 16 total, so I got 15 more to go. I've been kind of excited to use this amaranthus because I haven't used it yet this year. And you know, it's like end of February, and I've been just having it in the basement dried, and I'm just like itching to use it. Same thing with this broomcorn. I've used it a little bit in resin, but nothing like this. So I'm kind of excited to incorporate the broomcorn in the amaranthus, or use them. I mean, because I've been just looking at them in the basement, and I'm like, oh, I gotta make wreaths, and I just haven't made it a priority. And I'm like, okay, I'm making wreaths today. So I'm really liking being able to use some of our amaranthus and broomcorn that I haven't used yet. And the broomcorn is quite the process in cutting or harvesting or whatever. That is, it's pretty intense. So it's kind of nice to be able to use it after everything that goes through, or everything that you have to do to get it cut and put in the basement. It's a lot, but it's worth it. I mean, it's really pretty. I'm not sure on, I don't really like this like color, this color status, and I'll put it in here. Let's try it. I'll put it in here, but I don't know, something about it doesn't really pop for me. So I'm kind of on the fence about this color status. It's like a antique, but I mean, we're kind of doing like, I would say, pastel-ish, country-looking bouquet, so maybe it'll work. I just plugged some celosia in, and then I'll do a liatris. I'm gonna kind of do them all a little bit the same, just because it's easier for me and it doesn't take as long. So I'll try to kind of do them all the same. And my hand's already feeling a little full, so I probably need to stop, or it just becomes too much on that size wreath that we're doing. So, okay, now let's just add our straws because this is probably enough or maybe even too much. Man, it feels so good putting a bouquet together. I haven't put a bouquet together since this past fall. So, it feels so nice to put a bouquet together. Okay, I think that's good. And then I'm gonna get my wreath ready. Forgot to do that again. This time, let's cut it first before we put it on. See what happens. So, maybe here? No, I don't wanna cut it first. Not yet, not yet. I gotta do a few more before I cut it first, so I can get a feel for this. I just don't want to mess it up. So, okay. It's better if I lay it on the table. $65 for every hit, and I don't have the heart to break the news to my daddy. I'm just trying to get hitched. I ain't asking for much. Let's start that back road, driving in the front porch, singing kind of love. I'm just here to seal the deal without applying for a loan. Yeah, I wanna get it to you, darling, and the more I think about it, we should run. It'll be 14 months on a payment plan if we want the wedding singer and her backup band. I had to draw the line when the flowers cost more than the Chevy, and I'm about to drain all the savings for the lacy white dress. The cake and the beer got me going into debt, and it's looking like I gotta rob a bank if I'm gonna pay the pressure. I'm just trying to get it. I ain't asking for much. Let's start that back road, driving in the front porch, singing kind of love. I'm just here to seal the deal without applying for a loan. Yeah, I wanna get it to you, darling, and the more I think about it, we should run. Well, the next flight out of this town is headed for Vegas to see if we can make it. Bag up your Sunday best, zip it up tight, we got some plans for tonight. We'll find the first little chapel on the edge of the street, say our vows and sign the papers, keep it off the grid. Be home before the sun comes up on the other side. We're just trying to get it. We ain't asking for much. Let's start that back road, driving in the front porch, singing kind of love. We're just here to seal the deal without applying for a loan. Yeah, I wanna get it to you, darling, and the more I think about it, we should run. Yeah, I wanna get it to you, darling, and the more I think about it, we should run. I am on the home stretch. I got one more left to do. I only have this left, which isn't much, so I was going to see if I can make one more wreath with what I have left and see how this turns out. I might have to grab, like I'm out of pink celosia and out of broomcorn. So I was thinking, oh, I could go grab some. I got tons of it. Maybe I will. Hold on. Okay. I'll grab some more. Oh, I didn't even use the black broomcorn. So that'll be good. We'll see what that one looks like in there. Okay, this is our last one. Put it on the wreath. I've been cutting it before I put it on, and it seems to work a little bit better for me. So that's where I tied it right there. So I'm just gonna lay my bunch right over that. And then I just wrap it. Okay, that's pretty tight. Just it. Sometimes if it's a little long, I'll go back. That one's kind of a little long, but I don't know, some people might like it a little bit longer, the stem, so I think I'm going to leave it. And then our burlap. I've been doing it, cutting it off the burlap too, about that much-ish off the roll, and it seems to work a little bit better, faster for me. But these wreaths, these 6-inch that I'm doing, they're the easiest ones for me to do. That I've done 2-inch, 4-inch, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24-inch wreaths. The biggest ones, like the big 24-inch wreaths, those they're not hard. They are just really time consuming, and it takes a lot of flowers. So these are kind of the easiest ones for me because it's just like one little bunch, and you put on there. But so I kind of wanted to start with these first because I haven't made wreaths in about a year, so I wanted to start with these small ones because they're the easiest for me, and then see kind of get my groove going with these little ones, and then I think I feel more confident tackling a big one, So okay, I just got to tie it off, and then I'm going to show you all of them that we made. See what you think. All right, here they are. I made 16, so I'll kind of maybe go a little up so you can see them. So okay, that was fun. That was easy. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make some dried flower wreaths, and I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.